there is a new scheming going on. For example, I don't know if many of you know this guy. He's one of the Tifnumbu boys. His name is Solomon Yayi. What's that full name again? Solomon Adewale or something Yayi. Yayi Sha. The Lagos West senator. He is the current senator representing Lagos West. So now he wants to be the governor of Ogun State. Normally he's been trying. He wanted to be the governor in 2015 when Tifnumbu couldn't penetrate because of Amosun. So they pushed him back. Now in 2023, as part of the scheming, this is part of what brought Ebukunle Amosun to the old scheme. They will self-destruct. So this one want to come now from Lagos West to come and represent Ogun West. Ogun West is the Yewa region of Ogun State. The place where this, I'll show you some people now, okay? The place that have been under attacks of the Fulani terrorists for the past 7 years. Ogun indigenes, Yorubas from Yewa part are now refugees in Pobe. But somehow, this guy have spent a lot to become he's claimed that he's from Yewa, is this or that, even though he's originally from Ekiti. For those who know his story, right? Now, this Yayi got a nomination form from APC, from Yewa people. According to him, they bought him a form to come and be their senator. So that if the current 419, that is the governor of Ogun State, I'm talking about Dubious Dapo, the one that was arrested for credit card fraud in America way back in 1983-84. And he's actually confessed to that anyway. So criminals are in charge. Corruption is dead. So this guy was crying in appreciation that people actually had to buy him a ticket to come and be their senator in 2023 in Ogun State. However, some people now said, well, they know the bobo them. Just same way, Amosun saying he wants to be president. It is also part of a plot. And that's why I said, when they try to blame you, when Tifnumbu finally fail, which is going to happen in the next 25 days. So when the old swagger enter kosher, I want you to always kind of walk free enough with your shoulder and head high. It is none of your business. This is why. So they are putting people together in order to raise enough money. This is what they are doing, enough money for who they will finally call the candidate. Because according to them, it don't choke already. They don't try to say, may them use consensus in APC, in order to scheme out Tifnumbu, Shugmon, but Tifnumbu has enough financial war chest, so much money that they feel like it's probably entered so deep that they also need to get more people on to help decimate him. All of these are for him. So what will happen is this. The Amosun, this one, Bakarun, all of these guys, yeah, they are going to then say they are withdrawing for the party leaders nominated candidates, which according to them right now is now hovering between this rubber stamp Senate president and then one other hidden figure as we speak. So the Bakari, ask yourself, where then they get 100 million naira? Hey? So Bakari is a member of APC, Egbekegbe all along. Yeah? And who are the delegates? Where is Bakari's constituency? You know me, I'm from Ogun State. Yeah. Bakari is from Ogun State. Amosu is from Ogun State. Bankole, Dimeji Bankole is also coming out soon. Dimeji Bankole is from Ogun State. Fake Pastor Ruga is now claiming to be from Ogun State. So in this APC, Egbekegbe, those they are putting together to help you cut down your Jaga bandits and others, they are from Ogun State. So where Bakari take get 100 million? I mean, you know, because, you know, inside this form that they are all buying, you know, in this whole form they are all buying, there is a portion there, page 18. This page 18 is the page that after they pay 100 million and everybody, they are expecting 35 to 40 people. Are you with me? So if they get that, that is 4 billion. 4 billion. So now 4 billion party will have, they will have 4 billion to back whoever they want to back, and they will use that money to buy delegates. Abi? But in that form, there is something called withdrawal. After you have paid, though, before the day of convention or congress, you will just see all of these ones, they will just withdraw. Bakari and Co. They will just withdraw. And they will say they are stepping down for so person. Now there, all of una, Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons. Now that time you gonna say, money don't come, oh. Now your money with this. So, because once they say 34 candidates, 34 aspirants, they step down for one person. And Tifnubu say, oh, 2 people don't step down for me too now. They say, but 32 people don't step down for this person now. And they have already handed over their delegate to him. What you go can do now? Abi prophecy to yato Pastor Bakari. Fake Pastor Bakari. Tell me waiting I don't know.
Take it to the mountaintop. You have never heard it before. I'm saying it to you this morning. In the scheme of things, as far as politics of Nigeria is concerned, President Muhammadu Buhari is number 15, and yours sincerely, I'm number 16. I've never said that to you before. I never said that to you before. I make it plain this morning. I let you know it this morning. Nothing can change it. In the name of Jesus, he is number 15. I am number 60. To this end was I born, and for this purpose came I into the world. I prepared you for this for more than 30 years. That's why if he wants to run in 2019, I do not oppose. He's still number 15. It's when he steps out that I step in. His assignment is that of Moses to take Nigeria to River Jordan, but he can't cross it. He will take a Joshua to go to the other side and begin to distribute resources to the people of this nation.
Oh yeah, Joshua, Washiri, Bokwari will take it to River Jordan. Bokwari we don't take Nigeria, enter River Ocean, maybe now Ocean Jihadi, not even River Jordan, Ocean Jihadi. That's where Bokwari don't dip Nigeria. Oh yeah, Joshua, Gbera, number 16. We're in Abeokuta, and everywhere. Now like this we see them.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope. We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
lórí irọ́. That's how we see them. And that is our message to say, that's why we don't believe in anything they say. We don't even want to say, let's give them a benefit of doubt. You are playing yourself if you do that. Àwọn onírọ́, 3.4 billion. That's how much, 3.6 billion. That's how much APC, Egbekegbe, want to raise. You know what they want to do? So that if Tifnumbu say, in the mad, you know, Tifnumbu said, whatever money cannot do, more money will do it. And from what we have been told, they say Tifnumbu is ready to give each delegate $50,000 for a start. And if they say that's one too small, they are ready to increase it to $100,000 per delegate. It is going to be a money rain. But according to these guys, they also want to make sure that they help him to wreck him. So why should you, as a Yoruba man, be blackmailed emotionally to say it is not good, though? Hey, they have started again, oh. They have started. They have started this divide and rule among Yoruba. Oh, why is it that Yoruba's mouth, their mouth, they come together? How come Yorubas, they come together to be united? Which kind of division be this? This one I share issue. If anybody tried that with you, for the sake of peace, just more you go move on. Because if you have to react the way you are going to react, you are likely going to scare them away completely. Issue. They are trying to divide Yoruba people instead of them to come together to come and become president. You and who coming together? Why is it that to come together and be president is more important than to come together and put Yoruba first? And end hunger in Yoruba land. End the darkness in Yoruba land. Improve education, improve healthcare. When did they ever tell you that, oh, we came together to come and build education in Yoruba land, all this way? But when it comes to political office, all this way will be telling you that they instead of Yoruba to support themselves, this man you are crazy. Are you not a Yoruba man? All the Igbos are supporting themselves. Support themselves to become president with criminals that you know. There is no issue. There is nothing. The only thing that kept you in bondage with them for this long is because you have no real information to help you to understand these people. The people who never call a meeting, emergency meeting, to end the darkness in Yoruba land. The people that never called an emergency meeting to end the Agbero crime in Yoruba land. The people that never came together to put their resources together to build their first-class infrastructure for you in Yoruba land. Now that they are tearing themselves apart on who is going to be who, somebody want to blackmail you and say, are you not a Yoruba man? As a Yoruba man, she ko ye ko support ye even Tinubu ba ti da, ti kini ko ba da, she tala tu fe foju jo, ti o ba si Tinubu, tala abi were wa lori yin ni aunty. Question ni o mi o ti sọ pé were wa lori yin because suppose we were wa lori yin o. When people talk to you like that, that's the first thing that will come to mind. It is called blackmailing. Are you with me? Blackmailing. The people who never cared for you, the people that told you that their own selfish ambition is more important than the safety, progress, and prosperity of the people in Yoruba land. All of you young people who are going to design posters for them, who are going to organize rallies for them, mobilize this, mobilize that for them. What is your excuse? Because they are Yoruba? Are you so daft to realize that you have no role to play in this thing other than they will use you just to validate every nonsense they are doing, and you will pay the price afterward. Are you that dumb not to think that way? Are you just so blinded by what they're giving to you now, what they promised to give to you? Ask those who have been collecting from them since 1999. Abi, you think you are the only one who is going to get the first political appointment from these rogues? Because you think you are pretending to be pushing Yoruba, you are pretending to be pushing Igbo agenda, Yoruba agenda, Nigeria agenda, unity beggar. You are deceiving yourself. Do you think you are the first person they are going to first make a rep? They've had their reps since 1999. People have had senators since 1999. People have been having governors since 1999. Assembly, councillor, chairman, everything since 1999. So what the hell did they promise you that make you think that you are so smart to think your excuse is that at least is a Yoruba man, at least is an Igbo man? Then you are ignoring the obvious pitfalls that you've always been falling into. You ignore that. Then you ignore the characters who are presenting themselves. And you are also ignoring the scheme that always reoccur again and again, only for you to burn yourself, despite the fact that some of you think every 4 years you're always kind of smart. You are not smart. People have been given political appointments since 1999. Where are they today? People have been saying they won election, representing their people. I'm speaking for my people. Where are they today? What the hell is Nigeria promising you that some people have not gotten before? Where did that take any one of them? Some of you got those opportunities only to get a leverage to run away from Nigeria. Take your family away from Nigeria. That's most, and every other thing is just pretty much like a turn Nigeria to the scavenging ground. But ask yourselves, what about those who had that yesterday? Some of them, they do taxi driver for America now. They work 9 to 5 in America, in Canada, everywhere else. They were once parading themselves as political appointees. It never ended anywhere. It didn't end well. So what the hell is it that they are promising you that make you think you can blackmail people and say, for the sake of our land? Which land? One Nigeria? So the point is this, right? It is not your fault when they play themselves out. You should only blame yourself if you think maybe something is going to happen. Maybe my ego is wrong. I have never been wrong. You know why? Because I've always been somebody who always wait it out. I let time take care of things. And that is why you will see people, they will say, oh, my ego, you said this so time. Oh, you said this so time. It is, it is because paying attention to detail, right? It's not that you are going to be completely, you're going to be completely free of their schemes and their manipulations here and there, but you are always going to be kind of ahead of them, more prepared. And the effect of their deceit and lies will be having less and less and less effect on you. Right? And once you get to that stage, your healing is almost complete. If you ask me, it is almost. So these characters who present themselves here and there again and again that you ignore are the people that some of us feel like if you don't, you are likely never going to repeat the same mistake again. So when they play themselves out in no thing, as it's expected, you should be on a safe side as somebody who know or who already knew what will happen. Because this is what will happen from our own source. If they ever, for any reason, push this for another 2 weeks, and the entire people they want to declare to run or to be running to have been like a sort of complete, then you will begin to hear the rumor of the actual candidate of APC, Egbekegbe. And what they did to Tifnumbu, for those of you who don't know that, Tifnumbu gambled. And he put all his eggs, political eggs as they say, in one basket and he gambled with the devil, it's going to go down so hard, right? Now, the plot is that in the next 2 weeks, you are going to begin to have an idea who their candidate is and why. And then you begin to have the clue of those who are going to start speaking up for that candidate of theirs. Yeah. So in the long run, you will see 32 of them stepping down for their real candidates. Now, if you now push it to their convention or congress, that is where your Tifnumbu is expected to now say, so there's no point, let's just go for the final call. So you see those who have always been like, on your mandate, fight for your mandate, stay there, do this, do that. Everybody will have to queue behind the command of the cabal, the Boko Haram's cabal. I know it is something so big to take in. And Tifnumbu is not going down without a fight. That is why they called their emergency meeting in Lagos tomorrow. All for what? That's where I'm still coming to. All for what? To be president of a tattered country, a tattered nation, indebted, impoverished, terrorized nation. All for what? So, that is when, you realize that he's been boxed to the corner. He can't jump to another party. And that is why they feel like if they can have their emergency meeting tomorrow, maybe they can compel the likes of Amosun, Fayemi, Bakare, and fake Pastor Ruga to please reconsider that the only strength that Boko Haram, that Tifnumbu has, is the Southwest. If they have decimated Southwest like this, then it is finished. So how can they, how would the Tifnumbu then say it's going to rely on the promises of the Janjaweed northern political rogues? So the whole thing is now complicated. That's why I said Tifnumbu has two options. One, after meeting Boko Haram, and then at the meeting they are planning for tomorrow, either to just say they have now come out with one consensus Southwest APC candidate, which Tifnumbu expected these guys to step down for him, so that they can say Tifnumbu is the candidate consensus aspirant from Southwest. Since we all know why these guys are running, none of them is answering to Tifnumbu like I told you, then there is going to be a problem. So if they do their meeting tomorrow, if it ever holds, and they refuse to step down for Tifnumbu, so another thing that will happen is to save Tifnumbu's face, which is under probability. They will say Tifnumbu won't do Baba for them, their godfather, and is now stepping down for the young people to go and fight. That move is called saving face. But the way some people said that the way they see Tifnumbu, it be like fly, greedy fly, where they drink beer with you, can't die inside the beer, get drunk. Some said Tifnumbu is just like a greedy fly, where they follow dead body enter grave. That it will fight it to last, because according to him, these people are just saboteurs who are trying to stop his lifetime dream, and whatever it takes, he will give it. They have 7,500 or so delegates. 1,500 is expected from Southwest Nigeria. You already have about 7 presidential aspirants from Southwest Nigeria, including Tifnumbu. Now, if they manage to give Tifnumbu 500 of the delegates, now the 500 you go battle with 6,000 other delegates from other places, Abi. Emma Tonrayi. They say whatever money cannot do, more money will do it. You are about to find out that if it was about money, Abiola will be the president or former president of Nigeria today. You are about to figure out what thing actually killed Abiola, which was because he ignored all the warning. Yoruba first, Yoruba first. He thought he could ride on the back of the tigers of the north, ignore the complete inequality of the system, which marginalized the Yorubas enough as part of those who are suffering from the consequences of one Nigeria, the unitary system of government. He thought he could be their friend. Since he's a Yoruba man, he will naturally be supported. What happened? He ended in the belly of the deadliest tigers, his own friends. Exactly what some said Tifnumbu's case will be. So when people try to blame you, because people blame me, they say, you, Mayegun, and we don't know why you hate Tifnumbu. Wait till concern me with Tifnumbu. We don't know all of you are supposed to support Tifnumbu. Eh? God will shame you. It is not my own, it is not my doing. If Tifnumbu is going to be your president or not, do you know that I don't even have voter's card? I can't even vote. Sure you get now, sure you get it. You get it. Eh? But for those of you who have that voter's card and you want to go and vote for your Kolu and vote for your road criminals, eventually I get, or should I put it say, like apparently I get affected too. Nigeria happened to me. It happens to those who don't even actually support these rogues. And when that happens, that's why we talk. And since you will do it again and again, yeah, sometimes we realize that it is better to actually save people from committing the suicide of repeating the same mistake again and again. And that's why people like us are talking. Oh, nobody say we hate them. Whatever we say here is not what we make him, or we're not making presidents. What we are saying here is to save our people from being further blackmailed into supporting what is meant to kill them. Once people understand that the system is not for them, the likes of Tifnumbu and all of his gang of thieves, and then people like them who are holding us down, they will be out of the way, out of relevance, and then maybe people can take back what is rightly theirs. Do you understand? She'll get attention, that I criticize, I talk about Tifnumbu or not, that you are having sleepless nights because I talk about Tifnumbu, or that you are masturbating in public, shamelessly doing so as well, defending your oppressors and your own thieves, right? No matter what you feel like, no matter what I say here, they are not what will make your Tifnumbu president in APC or get rejected in APC. In fact, if you will listen to me, I'm actually helping you to manage your heartbreak so that you won't say, enemy of Tifnumbu have done this or that. And I'm also trying to stop you from using your unity beggar, unity begging, what do you call it, a mentality to further blackmail people into accepting what is ruining and destroying everyone as what is the way. So that's also why I'm doing what I'm doing. You may call it hate or whatever you want to call it, but it's actually not that. It is called education. You're going to thank me later, even though maybe not now. As they say that life is a teacher, the more you live is the more you learn. Some of you will have to learn again in this old charade. And then every time this whole thing comes back to you, you are going to remember Mayegun that said, Abiola had a chance. Many of them like that had a chance. Tifnumbu and co, they have a chance to push what is actually pro-people, which is the one Yoruba first. That is what brought them to prominence. That is what brought them to limelight. That is what brought them this wealth, the greed, the corruption that has enriched them. They got all of this because they identified as Yoruba. Now, forcing one Nigeria down the throat of everyone is the reason why people like us will continue to try and save the people who are going to buy their lies, hook, line, and sinker, who are also going to believe that maybe they have changed. People like myself, Mayegun's Diary Politico, I am here to tell you that they haven't changed. No matter technique they adopt, these guys are rogues. And as long as they are getting paid, getting rewarded with one Nigeria, they will tell you anything. They will say anything. They will promise anything. They will go everywhere. They will say every goddamn thing to make you believe them. But if you do, right, then you are the mugu. On my platform, we have done our best to enlighten people enough never to fall victims of their blackmail. So listen, we know where this is going to end. And as much as some of you are not prepared for it, in the camp of the Tifnumbu, I'm talking about the Lagos Sabobakus, those of you who always blame other people for your issue, for your problems, but yourselves, you are always jumping up and down, singing and, doing all of that because of what you are going to gain presently. And when this whole thing comes back to backfire, then you begin to blame other people for your own problems. My job is to always remind you that the election, they say, have consequences, right? And like what you did in 2015, what you did in 2019, and you're about to do again in your 2023 charade, yeah? There will be consequences for this. Ogun State people who possibly participated in change, or maybe they did not participate in change, participated or not, they are now, even though the person who ruled their state for 8 years, the same state is still controlled by APC, Egbekegbe, it's been over a year now. One of those rogues there is talking about security. He's talking about becoming presidents, but he's not talking about these guys. Make her drink tea. This is one of the reminders that elections have consequences. Indeed, you cannot elect rogues, empower criminals, continue to validate a system that continue to protect the criminals, then turn around and say, God, help us. Oh, these ones are still refugees in Benin Republic. Do you think Amosun will talk about them?
Yeah. Due to that crisis, Fulani crisis that was occurred at our country, that's the reason why we migrated to this place. We are forcefully migrated to this place due to that.
By force.
By force. It's not by willingness.
Women. Oh, man or women. How much are us, man or women?
Only you.
Are dying here.
Both the women and men migrated from that area to this.
No.
And
how much?
people died.
They say how many people they kill there.
There are few many people. But that our many people. Many people have lost their lives.
People
are still migrating because of that. At other areas.
What happened?
It's because of the Fulani crisis. Fulani, they are killing the people anyhow.
They are killing the people
anyhow. They will move from any village, from one village to another. They will migrate from one place to another. They just keep people. That's the reason why the people are scared. They move down to
So, and the man who came from there, who will never mention them, who will never talk about them, I bet all of you who are jumping up and down in Ogun State right now, some of you don't even know this happened. Some of you don't even know the situation of these people right now. You are already jumping up and down to elect another set of rogues. They actually send these ones to refugee camps in Benin Republic. And you think some of you will not end up in Benin Republic yourself, or end up in Togo or Ghana and all these places. And they continue to tell you, Nigeria is not at war, but your citizens are refugees. They are refugees in Chad, refugees in Niger, refugees in Cameroon. Can you believe that? Refugees in Benin Republic. But your politicians are not going to talk about that, are they? Of course not. They won't. So talking about Yoruba first. In our capacity of reaching out to the core Yorubas and the rest all over the world, at home and abroad. Some of us on Mayegun's Diary Political and many other platforms like that have devised their means of developing a bit of opening a bit of a communication between our people home and abroad, especially from the diasporans back to the people in Nigeria as we speak. Yorubas deserve to be heard, but these rogues are never interested in that. They are interested in one Nigeria, which is more injurious to us. So on this platform, we have launched a sort of public awareness across Yoruba land, which is also developing. Okay, we've raised funds. We have raised money on Mayegun's Diary Political. We have spent millions in spreading the peaceful message of why Yorubas should not be part of this charade, validating any election for all these rogues who are going to come back and say, Shebi, we are Yoruba, is Yoruba turn. Let's come together. Even though some of them are also still going to come back to come and use this agitation as their shield. But we have been building a platform where many people all over the world are coming together as Yorubas, right? Promoting different programs. We have started the publicity back in Yoruba land right now. We are going into the stage of humanitarian as well. Humanitarian, approach is also one of our way of warming our messages into the heart of our people in Yoruba land. We already have these highlighted programs that we are going to fund. But there are other people who feel like there is more. We can take every opportunity we have in promoting this Yoruba nation, Yoruba oneness, the uniqueness of the Yoruba people. That Nigeria continue to try to put a veil on, overshadow, and continue to put a second. Today, the conversation is that who is a Nigerian? What makes you one? And then are you actually a Nigerian or a second-class one in this formation of Nigeria? Or you continue to tell yourself that no Nigerian is greater than one or bigger than one Nigerian or more Nigerian than one another? You are lying to yourself. There are those who knows better. And we are going to use every means to get this across. So tonight, I have with me, before I open my line, I have with me these few guys from Yoruba Nation in the UK, the team who have put together a sort of a program which include sports this time around. It's Conifer. And they are going to be joining me tonight where we're going to talk about this. And possibly we are going to use a little bit of this moment as well to support them. Here is why. I remember, I told somebody who raised this on Mayegun's Diary Political just a few days ago, bringing it to our attention that there is a team of Yoruba, footballers who have been training and participating in qualification matches for all countries, nations who are campaigning, advocating to have their own countries. Do you get what I mean now? The nations who are currently yet to be independent, right? And they are working to have their own country. So there are many countries like that all over the world that are trying to break away from one bigger, country to another bigger one that they believe represents them more. So that is where this Conifer comes in. I have my guests behind the scene, and I'm going to bring them up in a moment, one after the other. They are going to tell us what this is all about, especially the reason why all of us as Yorubas, from wherever we are all over the world, we should give our support, no matter how little or how big it is. You see, when people come together and say, I've got this idea,